Mal, we can't help but wonder if you're going to be the one to save the day again in Descendants 3. Without Hades' Ember, will you be able to save Auradon from the unfathomable dark force? If that Ember really has been destroyed, what will you do? With all your friends turned to stone, will you have to enlist help from an unlikely hero? We happen to have a theory about that. Keep watching to the end to discover a crazy way Mal might be able to use the power of the Ember, even after it gets destroyed.
Oh, Auradon, were you so arrogant to think if you wrong us, we shall not seek revenge?
In the official trailer for Descendants 3, Mal's voiceover tells us that Hades' Ember is crucial in defeating evil. She says,
"The only thing more powerful than the curse of the scepter is Hades' Ember."
In case we were in any doubt, Mal makes it crystal clear when she then says, "Unless I get that Ember, it's game over." It totally looks like it's game over when Celia destroys the Ember by throwing it into the well. If the Ember is gone, how will Mal save the day without it? We can envision a few possible alternatives for defeating evil. Firstly, there are the pirates. Sure, Uma is presented as wanting revenge on Mal, but we've also seen very strong hints that Uma, Harry, Hook, and Gil are going to join the VKs and help them. We see them fighting against the armored soldiers with Mal and the gang. Since they've been living on the Isle of the Lost, they might have some inside information on how to stop the sleeping spell. We hear Uma herself put forward her gang as the solution to the problem when she says,
"This is a job for pirates."
Uma's the only one holding the Ember when Mal says to her, "I need that to break a spell." Even if they no longer have the blue stone, the pirates could be the key to saving Auradon, but they might not be doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. They might have to cut a deal with Mal. Their reward could be permanent residence in Auradon. If you think it's too unlikely that the pirates could help save the day without the Ember, then what about an AK instead? We also think Jane could be the one that helps Mal defeat evil. You see, when Mal's voice is telling us about the importance of the Ember, we aren't looking at her on screen. We're actually shown Jane going underwater. She's fully clothed and has her eyes wide open under the surface of the enchanted lake. Could she be looking for the Ember in there? Let's back up and explain this theory. The well that Celia throws the Ember into might be connected to the lake. Where else would the water at the bottom of the well come from? If that is the case, then it makes total sense that the Ember isn't actually destroyed when it's thrown down the well. It might be lost within the depths of the lake. Jane clearly manages to avoid the sleeping spell. She might also manage to avoid being turned to stone. With the rest of the VKs and Ben turned to stone, Mal's going to need an ally. Perhaps Jane is the one who's going to step up to the plate. We need to back up even further for our next theory. Sure, we see Celia throw the Ember into the well, but that might not be the real story. We cut to a shot of Celia laughing, holding her cards. That reminds us that Dr. Fasolier's daughter is a trickster. In her Meet Celia trailer, she explains that she's all about the hustle. She tricks people to believe her lies.
"You're going to meet a tall, handsome stranger." I already have.
So it's possible that Celia is trying to trick Mal into believing that she destroyed the Ember. But it could be a fake Ember she used to distract her. If that's the case, then Celia might secretly still have the real thing, so there'd be a chance that it could be found and used to reverse the sleeping spell. The next possibility uses proof from the previous two movies that Mal doesn't need an Ember to help her defeat evil. In the first film, Mal uses the power of friendship to defeat her mother. When Maleficent turns into a dragon at Ben's coronation, Mal chants,
"The strength of evil is good as none when stands before four hearts as one."
Mal's words were so powerful they reduced Maleficent to a tiny lizard. But with the rest of Mal's closest friends turned to stone in D3, she might find it difficult to round up so many hearts to stand as one this time around. That's why Mal might use the same trick she used in Descendants 2 to defeat the evil force once and for all. Mal turned into a dragon to defeat Uma in D2. And in the trailer for D3, we see Mal's transformation into a dragon once again. She didn't need Hades' Ember in order to make that change before, so she could well use her dragon powers to defeat the perpetrator of evil, which sure looks like Audrey. Finally, we're taking a clue from the change in Mal's hair color as to how the Ember's power might live on, even if it gets destroyed. Mal's signature purple locks turn blue in this movie, and we all know who else has blue hair. Hades. His hair even glows brighter blue when he uses the Ember's power. Perhaps when Mal thought Hades was draining her power with the Ember, he was actually giving her new power, the power of the Ember. That's why her hair is blue, and that's how she can still save the day. So that's a wrap on what destroying the Ember could mean in Descendants 3. Who do you think helps Mal defeat evil? Let us know in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're excited for D3. And don't forget to subscribe to The Things for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.